What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Edge Rated. I am Edge. It's been a minute. We're going to talk a little bit about the movies, gaming news, TV news. There's a show that I really like. There's a few gaming news that I'm also very interested about. So, how about we just get started and let's get right into it? All right, welcome back, guys. I am Edge. This is Edge Rated. It's been a minute. I'll be honest with you. It's been a couple weeks. There's a lot that's been going on, but more on the health, personal side, and things happen. Life happens. We got to keep on pushing on, right? But welcome back. I'm glad for you guys that are coming back every time to watch me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. I am definitely trying to be a little more consistent when it comes to these things. Right now, I'm doing it very rarely, but hopefully 1 to 2 times a week. I would love to do that. Let's jump right into it. Sorry, guys. I had to set up a little bit different today. Hopefully it's not too much of a problem. First things first, what are we looking at the movies right now? What's going on? Latest movies. I missed a lot. I went to see Fantastic Four. I went to see Jurassic Park. I went to see all the good big movies coming out. A quick rundown. I loved Fantastic Four. It was awesome. It was one of my favorite movies of this year so far. Superman was the one that I saw prior to that. Loved it, loved it. Awesome way of how they went along with it. And I think on my previous video I talked about Jurassic Park, so I'm not gonna get into that one, or Jurassic World. Yeah, anyway, whatever. It was all right. But moving along, on this weekend, we had new movies coming out. One of them was Weapons. Let me show you guys. Here we go. So Weapons came out, I believe, this past weekend. So this is a new movie from New Line Cinema and Zach Greger, the wholly original mind behind Barbarian, comes a new horror thriller, Weapons. When all but one child from the same class mysteriously vanished on the same night at exactly the same time, a community is left questioning who or what is behind their disappearance. The film stars Josh Brolin, Julia Garner, Alden Ehrenreich, Austin Abrams, Carrie Christopher, with Benedict Wong and Amy Madigan. Kreger directs from his own screenplay and also produces alongside Roy Lee, Miri Yoon, JD Listith, and Raphael Margulis, and a lot of other different names. The film's creative team behind the camera includes director, photographer Larkin Siepel, and just a lot of different names. But again, guys, this movie, I don't know much about it. I'll be honest with you. I guess it's a thriller. Now, the director himself, I am familiar with. There you go, director for Barbarian, which is another thriller. What's cool about his work is that it's all him. It's really all him. He comes up with the ideas. He comes up with the story. He writes it, directs it, everything. And he is up and coming one of the most celebrated, I guess, or recognized horror directors. Now, if you like this type of genre, you're gonna like his work because he knows how to put it. He's alongside with directors such as Jordan Peele, which you would never think would be a thriller director, but he did things like Nope. He did things like Look Up, or Look Out, Look Up. So you can imagine these type of movies that keep you on the edge of your seat. So I think it's a pretty interesting watch. I'm not sure if you guys are into it. Let me know if you guys are gonna check it out. I hear great things about it. Also, another tidbit that I'm pretty sure that he is the director, Zach Greger, is that he is actually going to be and is in development of making a fresh new take on the Resident Evil franchise. And he is really pulling all inspiration from the Resident Evil 4 installment of the games. So that's super exciting because that's another game that I really liked. But before we do that, here's another TV show that I am definitely interested in sharing with you, and I started watching. It just premiered last week on August 12th, and this is Alien Earth. Now, another franchise, another set of movies that I have always loved watching. I think the first Alien movie that I ever saw was a long time ago. I was very little, probably like 13, 10 to 13 years old, and my uncle put it on and scared the bejesus out of me when I was a kid. Couldn't sleep for a long time. Fell in love with these movies. Now, this is the first ever TV adaptation. Is FX Alien Earth, and let me share with you guys, this show is great. It has started off so strong. It really throws back to the original 1979, I believe, Alien, the very first one by Ridley Scott. It gives those vibes. It gives you that feel. It's so great. This is the synopsis. The sphere takes new forms when the mysterious deep space research vessel USCSS Magnat crash lands on Earth. Wendy, played by Sydney Chandler, and a ragtag group of tactical soldiers make a fateful discovery that puts them face to face with the planet's greatest threat in FX Alien Earth. In the year 2120, the Earth is governed by 5 corporations: Prodigy, Weyland-Yutani, Lynch, Dynamic, and Threshold. In this corporate era, cyborgs, humans with both biological and artificial parts, and synthetics, humanoid robots with artificial intelligence, exist alongside humans. But the game is changed when the Wonder Kid, founder and CEO of Prodigy Corporation, unlocks a new technological advancement: hybrids. Humanoid robots infused with human consciousness. The first hybrid prototype named Wendy marks a new dawn in the race of immortality. After Weyland-Yutani's spaceship collides into Prodigy City, Wendy and the other hybrids encounter mysterious life forms more terrifying than anyone could ever imagine. And it keeps going. It goes into detail of who it is, who does what. But let me tell you, I'll be honest, guys. The first 2 episodes had me on edge. No pun intended. Had me on edge. They were great. It started off just as if you were watching the original Alien movie. That feel, the sound editing on this movie is great. I think, if anything, I recommend watching it on with headphones, because the sounds that they generate, the way they created the sounds, it's literally like you're right back into the old 1979 movie. And then it literally graduates. It gradually goes through the motions of bringing you up to date to the latest Alien movies, such as Alien Covenant, Romulus, which is the latest one. And it's lovely. It's got this thriller. It gets you, on edge. It's not too crazy because obviously it's an FX TV series, so it's not gonna be too graphic. But guys, recommend it. I definitely recommend it. I think it's a great addition to this whole franchise. If you guys like this type of stuff, this show on FX, I think it's on Hulu as well, which is Disney Plus. If you have Disney Plus, check it out, guys. Check it out. I recommend it. Moving forward, now let's just change a little bit. Let's change a little bit the way we talk about. Let's move away from movies and let's talk about game news. The first one, actually no. Before we do that, there's one more show that I want to share with you guys. Let me give you an idea here. And it's going to be Fallout Season 2. We already have photos for it. This is another game adaptation by Amazon Prime Video. And if you saw the first season, personally, I loved it. I thought it's at the moment, one of the best video game adaptations, live action adaptations so far. And the reason is because in the past, video game adaptations have been so horrible. I think things changed once Super Mario Brothers came out, once Sonic the Hedgehog came out, where they started actually trying to make good live action video game adaptations. But prior to that, it was really difficult. They were very cheesy. Even adaptations that I a long time ago used to love, like for example Resident Evil, the live action adaptation, to me I loved it when it first came out, but this was back in the early 2000s, and it was kind of expected for it to be kind of cheesy, kind of low quality. We weren't expecting, at least I wasn't expecting, Oscar winning performances from these type of movies. But it almost feels like they just got worse and worse and worse, because almost like the industry thought, well, let's just throw it out there. Somebody's gonna watch it, and you know what? That's it. But they gradually started saying, hey, you know what? There is money in video game adaptations, and now we're at this point where now we have a season 2 to Fallout, and this is coming from Dark Horizons. Let's read a little bit. It says, following the poster the other day, Amazon Prime Video have premiered the first official photos for the second season of its acclaimed video game adaptation Fallout, which returns to screens. Second season of acclaimed video game adaptation Fallout, which returns to stream in December. The new season is expected to heavily reach into the lore of one of the most beloved games in the series, Fallout New Vegas. As the series takes place 15 years after the events of the games and is considered canon, expect this New Vegas to be slightly different. The photos show off characters like Lucy McLean, Ella Purnell, the Ghoul, played by Walton Goggins, Maximus, played by Aaron Moten, Hank McLean by Kyle MacLachlan, Norm McLean by Moses Arias, and Barb Howard by Francis Turner. The first season pulled in 65 million views worldwide over its first 16 days of release, and has since passed the 100 million view mark, putting it in the top 3 of all Prime Video series to date. The showrunners have confirmed that Robert House, aka Mr. House, is involved in the second season. The character made a cameo during a pre-war sequence in the first film. In the games, his consciousness is plugged into a supercomputer and rules New Vegas with his Lucky 38 casino. The series has already been renewed for a third season. And that's that. I guess here's another image. This is Walton Goggins, who plays the Ghoul, which is, I think, one of my favorite characters out of all. When it comes to the characters, I think he's one of my favorite. He's such a great actor, and definitely think he's gonna pull it off. What do you guys think? I am excited about this. I didn't know that it was coming out so soon. I thought it would be a little bit, maybe 2026, mid 2026. So the fact that it's coming out into 2025, and there's already a third season that's been renewed. Oh man, this is gonna be a hit. I'm definitely looking forward to it. What do you guys think? You think it's cool? Do you like it? Have you guys seen it? Let me know in the comments below, and we can talk about it. Another show that they're working on, and in this case, it's the Harry Potter show. There's news and new. There we go. Harry Potter. This comes from comicbookmovie.com. Harry Potter TV series set photos reveal HD look at Harry Potter, Hagrid, and a familiar Wizarding World item. In the latest batch of photos from the set of HBO's Harry Potter, we get our best look yet at Dominic McLaughlin as the boy wizard and Nick Frost as Hagrid. What's he hiding inside his jacket though? Some HD photos of Dominic McLaughlin and Nick Frost on the set of HBO's Harry Potter have surfaced via sfgazette.com, giving us our best look yet at the boy wizard and Hagrid, the half-giant gamekeeper and groundskeeper at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Look closely and you'll notice that Hagrid has his iconic pink umbrella to hand. The seemingly innocuous item hides his wand. While Hagrid uses it sparingly after being expelled from Hogwarts as a boy, it plays a fun role in the Philosopher's Stone, or in this case, in the Philosopher's, or in the US, Sorcerer's Stone, though Dudley Dursley may disagree. Harry and Hagrid were spotted in central London, making their way to a pub called the Blue Maid. The prevailing theory among fans is that this is the entrance to the Leaky Cauldron and where this duo will enter Diagon Alley. Look closely at these latest Harry Potter set photos and you'll notice that Frost was suited up as Hagrid alongside a much larger stand-in wearing a scarcely realistic prosthetic head. This means the actor can be there for close-up shots and ensure the fan-favorite game keeper looks suitable large for a distance as he guides young Harry through London. Anywho, here they are. Look at this. So I'm gonna try to see if I can. Maybe I can make them larger. Hopefully, I can do. Can you guys hear me? Yes. Too many ads. My gosh. Here we go. So here are some photos of what they look like. Look, there's the pink umbrella. That's pretty cool. What do you guys think? I personally like the series. Harry Potter was something that I read as a kid, reading the original books. I used to own them before I got rid of them or lost them. I have no idea what happened to them. But it looks cool. It's definitely a different take. It looks awesome. Definitely excited. I know a lot of people are skeptical about it. There's a lot of Potterheads out there that stick to the originals. They say, you know what, you can't beat the original series, or the original set of actors who played them, you know, in the movies. But again, I will stick to what I originally said on previous episodes of my show, where the movies themselves were great. I love them. I watch them all the time. I'll watch them at least once a year, every year, or at least every 6 months, depending on the weather. If it's cold, you know, I'll watch them. But the movies missed a lot. The movies missed so much context that the books have. There's so much detail in the books that, yes, it's understandable. There's only so much you can do in the movies. There's only so much you could put. You got to kind of just condense an entire book into an hour and a half movie, maybe 2-hour movie. And yet they were great. But I think this show is going to make it way better for that reason, because we'll be able to expand on this world. We'll be able to see additional characters that maybe they couldn't put in the movies, that really show the character build and the character growth of the main protagonist, which is Harry Potter, Hermione, and Ron Weasley, and how they interact with different students and different people and different characters. That all of that is going to be key for HBO to make this show successful, because you need to win over that audience. You need to win over the Potterheads that are so stuck on the movie series by including all these things that were not in the movie, characters that were not in the movies, other scenarios, other scenes, other places that Harry Potter goes that perhaps in the movie just we couldn't put in. So what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for this show? I am. I'm definitely gonna watch it. HBO, they have a moneymaker in this one. I mean, if the original series made money for them and Warner Brothers was huge about it, you know, and still makes money out of them, you know, if you go to Universal Studios, if you go to, you know, every store, any store, you will see Harry Potter. The Harry Potter series is just as big as something maybe Disney would put out. That is, you put it there and people will just flock to it. And HBO knows what they're doing. Let's cross our fingers, because HBO is great at what they do. Every series, there hasn't been a series that disappoints when it comes to HBO, because they really, really try hard in making it just right. It's not about just making it and putting it out there. It's making it right, making the effort with it, and putting it out so that it can be successful. And I think that's when a show really works. Just as Amazon Prime has their shows such as Fallout that they really worked hard at building that world, I think HBO has the same idea as to what needs to be done. But that's it, guys, for today. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Definitely hit a like, hit that bell so you can get notified for any other news or anything else that's coming out. I am glad that you stuck around till the end. If you didn't, well, it's okay. As long as you clicked on it, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you on the next time.